I'm back. What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm happy to be back. What's happening to my camera right now? We need to get rid of whatever blur it's trying to do. No blur, thank you. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm back. If you've been here for a while, apologies for the little hiatus, however you say it. I took the little break to make some other type of content, which if you're here from that, then thank you. Welcome to my football content. If you're only... What is happening? I'm glowing. If you're only here for my football content, then I'm back, baby. I'm here, and I'm excited to talk football again. I know the draft already started. I'm sorry I'm late. I worked late tonight. Tonight's my late night, which unfortunately means that I missed a good portion of the draft already, and that's crazy. We're already at pick number 9. The pick is in for the Saints. How did that already happen? I feel like we were at pick number 2 when I got home. Okay, well, I see we flew through. The Bears were rumored to trade up, and it looks like that didn't happen. Because clearly the Bears are still at number 10. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I have a little bit of a new mic setup. Don't know why I'm glowing. At least on my screen I'm glowing. Don't know what this is about. And clearly I'm not using the free version because we have a watermark on my camera, so ignore that as well. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my camera, but I'm glowing, so. Okay. The Saints pick is in. I'm going to read your comments in a second, but the pick is in. And they select Kelvin Banks Jr. That's actually who I thought they were going to select. And going to the Saints. Oh, the poor newborn baby sitting right there. My goodness. Cool beans. All right. Ryan messed up. What did Ryan do? How's the audio volume, guys? Everything okay? I haven't even tweeted I'm live yet. Guys, you're all here. I missed you all. Welcome live. I know I was gone for so long. I didn't actually plan to be, but then the content I ended up getting into, ended up kind of being way more invested than I thought. It took way more... What word am I looking for right now? It took more of my time than I thought it would, put it that way, and I didn't have time to plan that in advance, and yeah, but I'm back, and I'm here, and I'm gonna do both. No, the Bears don't suck. Charles. Genty is off the block, dang it. Yeah, Clay Matthews is a douchebag. I did retweet that. I saw that when I got home. We had a super chat. I missed it. Matt B. Thoughts on Ben Johnson? May as well get a question in. Enjoyed the draft, everyone? Appreciate the super chat. My bad for missing this. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm really excited about Ben Johnson, honestly. The Bears have struggled with play callers. The Bears pick is in already. Dang, that was quick. The Bears have struggled with play callers pretty much my entire time of being alive on this planet. And I think we might have gotten it right this time with at least a play caller. We don't know how he'll be as a head coach, but I'm really stoked to have an efficient play caller on this team. I want to read more comments, but the Bears pick is already in. I don't know if we're going to hop to it right away yet. Hope you're well and life's been treating you good. Unfortunately, can't stop for your stream due to early work commitments, but let's hope it's another great year for the Bears. Great draft year for the Bears. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you and appreciate the super chat. Thank you. It is a crazy pick by the Saints, but I kind of thought that's where they were going with it for some reason. All right, Bears pick is in. I think I'm too close to my mic. I'm sorry if that's really loud. And it might be echoey. Apologies. I didn't have enough time to really test all my shit today. So, my bad. Who's this? Who are these people? Okay. Are they announcing the Bears pick? Or are they doing a presentation? Never leave again? I promise I won't. You suck for taking all our coaches. You're welcome, life. I know. I was actually thinking about you when when Ben Johnson came here. I was like, oh, I need to know Life's reaction. I know you probably saw it coming, but like, ee. Hey, Jason. I hope it's Tyler Warren. Is he not off the board yet? I would be down with Tyler Warren. I would be down with that. Oh, Charles, how I missed your comments. How I missed your comments. Guys, I can't have my volume on, so someone tell me what's happening right now. Schedule release. May 14th. Okay. So we still have like 2.5 weeks. Ugh. All right. It's not that big of a deal. We knew it was coming. Hey. Came for Zelena, staying for the NFL draft. Zelena. I'm glad you enjoyed my anticipated suffering. I did. I'm not even going to lie to you. All right, Bears pick is in. It says we're on the clock, but the pick is in. It's been in for like 10 minutes. They did all that just to tell us that the schedule will be released on the 14th, as if it's not released around that same date every single year. Let's go! Pick is in! I need to see who the Patriots picked. I have someone in mind that I need to know who her team picked. And I need to catch up on everyone else's picks as well. The Bears pick is in, everybody. Did you guys like my new intro? If you were here to see it, did you like it? What'd you think? Pick number 10. We've been here before. Who we getting? Who commented the Giants won the draft? Okay. Pick is in. And with the number 10th pick overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select. Oh, we're doing in remembrance of Steve McMichael. Yes. Rest in peace, Mongo. What a legend. Legends never die, especially not in Chicago. Hall of Famer. Rest in peace. All right. The Chicago Bears select. Why am I nervous? 50th anniversary of Walter Payton selection? Okay. Wow, we're really getting a whole moment here for the Bears. Fuck you, Packers. We get a special moment. Are they announcing the Walter Payton Man of the Year? Is that what's happening? I can't hear, so if anyone knows. Zowdy! Rip Mongo. Of course the Bears are being booed. It's in Green Bay. Fuck the Packers. Okay. Who's our freaking draft pick? Select? Colston Loveland? Huh? I'm not disappointed in a tight end, but I didn't think we were going Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland. Okay. This isn't the reaction I thought I would have right now, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. Go blue, baby. Go blue. I love my Michigan players. I'm all for it. 6'5". Decent height. I know he's a good player. I'm a Michigan fan. You guys know this if you've been following me. Not who I thought we would be going for at number 10. Not the tight end I thought we'd be going for, but they clearly must like what they see from him. Now, I have heard, compared to the tight end we thought they might draft, that Loveland, now I'm no draft expert, but people have said that Loveland is a better receiving tight end that he is better with, making some better catches. So it could be because they're looking for a little bit of a different counterpart to Cole Kmet. Round 1, pick 10, Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan. Okay. Chat, tell me your thoughts. It was underwhelming. It's not who I thought the Bears were picking. I was kind of shocked. I wasn't expecting that. I do like Loveland. I just wasn't expecting him, so it took me a minute to process it. But I think I'm going to be excited about this. I'm a Michigan fan, so I have bias, so I'm trying to not be biased about it. But I had a feeling we were going offense. I didn't. Oh, here's his reaction. There he goes. Going to the Bears, baby. I had a feeling we were going offense. I didn't think that we would trade back or do anything to I don't know. I just had a feeling that it was going to be, a lot of people didn't like the idea of the Bears getting a tight end. I love Cole Kmet. I think he's going to be utilized well in Ben Johnson's offense, and Cole Kmet has made some great catches, but I would be lying if I said Cole Kmet is the best pass catching tight end. He doesn't drop the ball. He makes great catches, but he's not the type of dude that is as athletic with his catches. And I feel like Loveland is kind of the opposite there. And he might be able to, he'll be able to develop behind Cole Kmet, who's a very smart tight end. But I feel like his athleticism when it comes to catching the ball is going to fit Ben Johnson. So far, that's my first take on it. Hello from Wisconsin. Well, hello back from Wisconsin. I'm also in Wisconsin. Loveland, good pick. Jeff likes the pick. First time Bears picked a top... Whoa, let me redo that. First time Bears picked a tight end top 10 since Ditka. Impressed with that alone. Loveland is faster. Might be worth it. Yeah, Loveland... Loveland has, when I was looking into this, Loveland did get... there were some people who were picking him over the other tight end because of his athleticism and his speed and his ability with catching passes. So I could see it. And Ditka, history serves well. If he's anything, just saying. Kmet never gets any love, Lind. That was good. Anna, cheers, gang. Just stopping by, just drop my like. Cheers. Don't promise anything. This has been a terrible night for me. Why? Wait. Nothing's happened for the Lions yet. Or did the Lions make a trade I don't know about? I still need to catch up when we get a freaking commercial or something. I didn't actually think the Bears would trade down. I thought we were sticking at 10 or we were trading up. This year's draft doesn't have a lot of blue chip players, so trading down I think wouldn't really benefit us that much. You'd be taking a higher risk player of it not working out. I think the Bears were either staying at 10 or trading up. Sup, Duncan? You like Loveland, you don't Loveland. I'll learn to love Loveland. Kmet is good. Kmet is good. Are we all from Wisconsin? I don't think so, but we do have a few Bears fans over in this neck of the woods. Oh, Mason Graham got taken by the Browns. Okay, I see why you're upset. Okay, let me see NFL draft. How do I tracker? Okay. My cats, I can hear them in the other room making some fucking noise. All right, here's what we got so far, because I was late to the party. Also, by the way, the 49ers pick is in. I don't know what my cats are doing, but they're being freaking loud. I think they're on the countertops, or on the cupboards on top. I can hear the pitter-patter. I was going to wait to see, because I think they're about to announce the 49ers pick. Maybe not. Okay. So far we have number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward by the Tennessee Titans. Saw that one coming. Number 2. Oh, the Jaguars made a trade with Cleveland. Okay. Jaguars at number 2 drafted Travis Hunter. Okay. Number 3, the New York Giants selected Abdul Carter. Number 4, Patriots stayed where they were at and drafted Will Campbell. That was to be expected. That'll be a good offensive player for them. Offensive lineman. The Cleveland Browns moved to 5 with the trade with Jacksonville and drafted Mason Graham, defensive tackle. Las Vegas Raiders at number 6 are the ones who drafted Ashton Jeanty. So he went to the Raiders. Sucks to be on that team. Okay, so Bears did not get Jeanty because he went to the Raiders. New York Jets. How the frick do you say his name? Armand Membo, offensive tackle, went to the Jets. Carolina Panthers went McMillan, wide receiver. Okay. New Orleans Saints, we saw that, went Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle. And the Chicago Bears went Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan, 49ers. The pick is in, and it's already on the NFL tracker. I know who they got. Should I pretend I predicted it? They're going to get Michael Williams. That's who they're drafting. I predict it now. I definitely didn't just see it on the NFL website. Am I right? Ooh. What? I predicted it. Crazy. Okay, I make myself laugh. Michael Williams is going to the 49ers. Edge rusher. Cowboys are on the clock. So, I'm going to assume when it comes to Loveland that that was a bit of Ben Johnson. I think Ryan Poles wanted him as well. Obviously, he's the GM. Otherwise, they wouldn't have drafted him. But I'm going to say if we went Loveland, that was because Ben Johnson said that guy. I want that guy on my offense. And I think it would be a safe bet to say that that's why he is a Chicago Bear. Don't understand the pick, but I'm going to trust Ben Johnson until he shows me I shouldn't. Exactly. I agree. I swear I feed my cats. They're fed. I actually, that was part of why I was late. I had to get home from work and feed my cats right away. Had to happen. Michael and Jalen either would have been solid. Ben Johnson betraying me again. I want to pull up Twitter because I don't have it up yet. I need to see what some people's... there's going to be Bears fans going, what are we doing? Now, like I said, I'm biased. I'm a Michigan fan. I like Loveland. I just wasn't expecting it. And Jaquan Brisker, by the way, Bears safety, tweeted, fallen in our favor with the eyeball emoji. So Courtney Cronin tweeted, the Chicago Bears are drafting Michigan tight end Colston Loveland with the 10th overall pick. Detroit used 12 personnel at the third highest rate in the NFL last season. Loveland comes to Chicago to be paired with veteran tight end Cole Kmet. Like I said, this kind of has Ben Johnson all over it. He said, that guy is going to fit my offense. And Ryan Poles said, you betcha. Let's see. Someone at NFL Draft Scout predicted the Bears were going to draft Colston Loveland and said the Bears would love to see Jeanty fall to this spot, but new coach Ben Johnson can get his version of Sam Laporta instead. I've heard consistently throughout the process that Chicago and other teams have Loveland as the top tight end in the class. I have him ranked the same. And that was before the draft. Someone said that. The Cowboys select Tyler Booker, Alabama. I miss when more players were at the draft. Like physically there. I wish Loveland was there. Let me see, what else do we have? I'm trying to see. Yeah, the Packers crowd really was nice to us at the draft, I see. And the Dolphins are on the clock. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else. I'm looking at some of the clips from, I wish I could share with you guys without like YouTube blocking me. Share some of the highlight clips, but I'll retweet them from Loveland. He's definitely a more athletic pass catching tight end than Cole Kmet. That is for sure. Ooh, that was a good catch. All right, what we got? I lost my stream. Okay, there you guys are. Jamie, glad we didn't trade up. Time to search on YouTube for Loveland highlights, assuming he's going to effectively be our slot receiver, Johnson's new Laporta. Yep, pretty much exactly what I think is going to happen. I think you hit the nail on the head. Maybe your cats don't like the Bears pick. Even the cats are critics. They probably don't. They're very needy, very, very vocal about what they do and don't like. That much is for certain. All cats are jerks. No. Cats want love and attention too. Ay, ay, ay. Jacob tweeted, the Bears just tweeted, my bad. The Bears just added an explosive tight end for Ben Johnson's offense with elite potential in Colston Loveland. Best route runner at tight end in his class. Explosive player for his side. Burst in agility needed to get open against man coverage. Dolphins pick is still not in yet. Serious weapon in the slot, which is crazy because he's almost basically 6'6" at 248 pounds, and he is a very fast and shifty player at tight end. So that's, yeah, I think Ben Johnson's going to use the crap out of him. Drop rate of just 3.4% in 2024 and took 43.1% of his reps in the slot. I'm sure he'll probably have to grow as a run blocker, but that'll come with time. Jacob Infante says he had Tyler Warren higher on my board as a safer pick, but Colston Loveland has the higher ceiling. Elite athlete with tremendous ball skills and upsides as a blocker. That's your Sam Laporta. I'll take it. And there's going to be people who are like, they should have gotten an offensive lineman. Who? We would have had to trade down or drafted someone not worth a number 10 pick. And in my opinion, that would have been stupid. It would be crazy if your new OC takes my boy Cam Scaribo, considering he took that tight end. Bears could get him in the 3rd round. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what the Bears are going to do, because I think, I've said, some of you have said, this has Ben Johnson's handprint on it. And I think, honestly, the picks going forward, there's going to be some Ben Johnson influence on these things. So at this point, who knows? I mean, we have to maybe go defense at some point. But then again, it's like, sure, we need to draft an edge. But if the edges available aren't very good, why draft an edge if there's a better offensive player on the board, So I guess we'll see what happens. Glad to hear again about how good my guys are now that they have to leave Michigan. Poor life. Laporta is basically... Ow. Loveland is basically Laporta 2.0, so it makes sense for Ben Johnson. Yep, agreed. Ron S. Looks like we're done in the 1st round. Only interesting stuff left is where Sanders goes, and do the Steelers draft a QB or let Rodgers keep leading them by the nose? True. And now we have an IHOP commercial as well. I should probably tweet that I'm live. I haven't even tweeted I'm live yet. Let me do that. Okay. Post. All right, let's see. Some of the comments are funny. Okay, Alexis, I trust your judgment. How is he a better pick than Warren? I thought for sure the guy from Penn State was the pick. This is a comment on Twitter. I'll have to respond to that later, but like I said, I think he's the more athletic. He has the higher upside. He has the higher ceiling, and could potentially be an elite tight end in a year or two. Especially, honestly, playing behind Cole Kmet, that's an advantage. Having a experienced tight end in Cole Kmet that is really good at probably this part of this position that maybe Loveland might need to get better at, like run blocking, pass blocking, things like that, learning the playbook. I think Cole Kmet is going to be a huge part of Loveland being able to become an elite player for the Bears. And Cole Kmet's such a nice dude. Like, he's 100% going to take him under his wing. So I think, if anything, Loveland has a really good shot at becoming an elite tight end with the Bears, having Cole Kmet to learn from. And they will complement each other because they're going to be used differently. So I think it's going to be really good for him. Bears have pick 39 and pick 72. They should trade up to around 60 from 72 and take my boy Cam. Who knows what they're going to do? Who knows? Younger and different skill set to complement each other. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Me and you, we're like this. The Colts pick is in. Wait, did I miss a pick? I don't know. So far we have, Kenneth Grant. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, so the Colts, they haven't announced their pick yet. Still haven't gotten the pick. Okay, here it comes. Another Michigan. Whoa. How do I fix that? Okay. Sit back and let Ryan cook. Sit back and let Ryan cook, baby. Here we go. It's our only choice. No, I saw the Dolphins pick. We did see the Dolphins pick. And then it went to commercial, so we've just been waiting around for a while. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. I guess we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole first round. Depending how long it takes, to be honest, because I have to be up early. So we're going to see. I didn't plan it out. Your Bears had a good pick. Congrats. Thank you. I think it was a good pick, too. Don't let my initial reaction fool you. Okay? I just was surprised. I was just surprised. And the Indianapolis Colts select with the number 14 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The anticipation. Imagine being a Colts fan. Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State, is going to the Colts. So, the tight end we all thought we might draft if we did go tight end is now going to the Indianapolis Colts. All right. And we will see how these picks pan out. I'm going to explode. Do you think the Bears will pick more offensive linemen? Potentially. Depends who's on the board when we pick. If they decide to trade up, if they think someone's really worth it. I could also see us going defense, getting an edge. But it's not like there's going to be a blue chip edge player available to us at this where we're drafting next, even if we trade up. So, like, I could see us getting some depth at offensive line. I could see it. My Cardinals are picking soon. We usually draft crappy quarterbacks. We'll probably take O-line to protect our sorry-ass QB. Well, you probably will draft offensive linemen, actually. Then again, like I said, this draft is not deep in. Of course, there's going to be someone that's drafted that ends up a surprise, like, good player that people didn't see coming. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think we've hit, now that Warren is drafted, I think we've hit, like, the peak of our blue chip players in this draft. Charles, this is a wild-ass comment that you just left. Not my preference. David's all for Penn State. I'm all for Michigan. Danny Jones is going to cook. And the Falcons are on the clock. Hey. Whoa, I'm tired. I see so many people are live right now. Live for the Bears draft. I am not the only one. Not that I expected to be. But I do see quite a few people are live right now. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't fix this on my YouTube. I gotta share this. Actually, I forgot to put all my information because it doesn't let you in StreamYard. Okay. Apparently, I have an affiliate link to StreamYard. So if you guys want to check out StreamYard and stream yourselves, click on my affiliate link to get a $10 discount. I didn't even know I was an affiliate, but I am. So check out the link if you want. I didn't know till I got an email today saying that, like, oh, congratulations, you've had some people use your affiliate link. And I'm like, oh, didn't know I had one. Good to know. Okay, NFL draft. Live watch. And let me make a little bio here. Who will the... Number 10 overall in the 2025 NFL draft. Tune in to find out. Guys, I started my stream like just in clutch time before the Bears drafted. Man, I cut it close, eh? Okay. You guys get to see me live in action, work on my upload. And we're on commercial break. Okay. NFL draft. NFL draft. Chicago Bears. Reaction. Okay. Well, gang, we've done it now. Is Cousins still a Falcon? I'm pretty sure. He's got a hefty contract. What do you think for my Chiefs? Edge or OT? OT. I think. I guess it depends who's on the board and who's available, but I'm going to say OT. Pittsburgh has to take a QB. There's nobody before them that needs one. Sanders or Dart. I think they're going to... I think they're going to go Sanders, to be honest. Dude, I was watching clips of Sanders, and I'm not going to lie. Like, I know I'm no freaking NFL expert or anything, but, like, some of his throws, man, like, I know why he's not going number 1 overall in this draft. He had some wobblers. He had some, like, off-target, like... His windup is a little bit long. There wasn't a lot of heat on the throws. And I'm like, and this is all just against air. Like, you're not playing against anyone. This isn't live action in a game. And that ball does not have a lot of juice on it. Like, if there was a safety lurking underneath that thing, oh my God. Brisker would have yeeted that thing out of the sky. Like, Kyler Gordon would have taken that ball no problem. So, I don't know. I think Sanders has a lot of work on if he's going to make it in the NFL. But I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? I hope so. If they don't, I'll cry. Don't cry. Sanders, Justin Fields 2.0? I don't think so. Sanders doesn't have the elite traits that Justin has, to be honest with you. Like, Justin was also put in a shit situation with the Bears, but, like, he had elite traits he could kind of lean on at least, and still untapped potential. Sanders doesn't have, like, the elite traits that Justin has that, like, can still be, effective, I guess. Without Hunter, Sanders wouldn't even be in the conversation. I went to school in Boulder. Well, not necessarily wrong. Getting the jersey retired when you didn't even do anything is crazy. Like, I'm sorry. I don't follow him closely. I'm not, like, a hater of his by any means, but, like, when I saw his number was retired, I was like, that's just crazy. He didn't do anything to get his number retired. The pick is in for the Falcons, by the way. I watched a lot of Colorado games because of the Big 12. Sanders was poor under pressure and late a lot. He's also weak. That's what I'm saying. I like just watching. I've seen some clips of him playing during games, but just watching him throw against air, just like practice throws and stuff to, for scouts, it wasn't impressive. All right, with the 15th overall pick, the Falcons select Jalen Walker, linebacker, Georgia. Okay. He's going to Atlanta. Actually, he's already been in Atlanta. He's went to college in Georgia. He ain't got to go anywhere. All right. Number 16 on the board is Charles's. I was debating if I said that right. Charles's. Yeah, there's no other way to say that. Cardinals. And they are on the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Yes, just to remind everyone, Charles is a Big 12 champion. In case you forgot, he's going to say that for the next 15 years. So you won't forget because he'll literally never stop saying it. Just so you all know. I'm trying to see anyone else. Oh, there's already people freaking out. The room is silent right now. Oh, these are such stupid reactions. Okay, so CHGO Bears tweeted, the room is silent right now, which is what apparently Adam Hogue said on their podcast. And the comments are saying this feels like Trubisky, blah, blah, blah. I really think Bears fans don't get me wrong. My reaction was also, surprised because I didn't think we were drafting him. But, like I also said, this has Ben Johnson all over it. Ben Johnson knows offenses, and Loveland is a very, very good tight end. And some people had Loveland ahead of Warren. So, I think this was a good pick. I'm not mad at it. And I think he's a better fit for the Bears. If you actually watch his clips and watch the Bears scheme and what they're going to try to do with Ben Johnson's scheme, Loveland's the better fit for the Bears. $4.44 left, and the Cardinals have not put in their pick yet. Hello, everyone. Happy draft day. Welcome in. Probably silent because of all the alcohol. They just caught up with them and they need a nap. Maybe. I think I can't judge because you guys saw my reaction. I was surprised. So I can't judge people initial reactions, but I will say I'm not upset about it by any means. So take that, I guess. And the Cardinals pick is in. The Bears didn't mess around either. When our time was on the clock, our pick was in like a freaking minute, it felt like. I know they have to, stall a bit to make it pretend like they don't know what they're doing, but, the Bears were like, yep, we know who we want, done. Bears knew what they were doing. Oh, that's a sick picture. Oh, listen to this, folks. Wait, hold on. Are we going to the Cardinals pick or... Bengals are on the clock, by the way. They're showing the Cardinals room. I want to read a quote to you guys, but I want to wait to see if the pick is in. If we're going to announce it. Well, come on. Here it comes. All right, Charles, get ready with the number 16 overall pick. The Arizona Cardinals select Walter Nolan, Ole Miss, defensive tackle. How do you feel about that, Charles? How are we feeling? Not what you predicted. Need pass protection for the dwarf. I might be wrong, but I don't think Charles is a fan of Murray. I don't think so. We've had a lot of picks over the years people were hyped for that didn't work out. Maybe it'll work the other way around too. I think so. I think Loveland is not a player that is like off the wall. Why the hell did we draft him? I 110% understand why we drafted Loveland. I wasn't expecting that to be the player we picked, but knowing this has Ben Johnson all over it, knowing the type of player Loveland is from the little I do know about him. I mean, hell, you don't even have to know anything about him. Go to Twitter and watch the highlight clips of him. Like, immediately you're going to understand why the Bears drafted him. It 100% makes sense. And I'm not worried he's not going to transition to the NFL. I think he actually has a higher ceiling than Warren. And being able to learn under Kmet is going to be really good for him. So I'm A-okay with that pick. Okay, but our entire team relies on protecting Shorty. You guys do need offensive linemen. That is true. Cardinals always come up a little short, pun intended. Is Caleb Williams taller than Kyler Murray? I think he is, right? I think so. Bengals are on the clock. So this quote, by the way, speaking of Colston Loveland, does Colston Loveland see any of Sam Laporta's game in himself? To quote Loveland, that's what Ben Johnson told me after the meeting. They asked me who my favorite tight ends to watch were, and I put Sam Laporta in there. Loveland said Johnson told him, yeah, you remind me a lot of him. There you go, folks, and that's all she wrote. And that's when he said, that's who I want, and Ryan Pohl says, you got it. Adam Rink says, I love the Colston Loveland pick. I've been talking him up for weeks on the pod, and even recently said he fit the Bears better than Warren. Great move. There you go. There you go. Dang, Colston Loveland's going to use that reaction videos of people not being excited for drafting him as his, like, frickin' chip on his shoulder. All right. Caleb is way taller. I don't think he's way taller. Who isn't taller than Kyler Murray? I think... By the way, the Bengals pick is in, but we're on commercial break. Does anyone know what happens if the clock hits 0 and the team hasn't picked? You don't get to pick. If the clock hits 0 and you have not put your pick in, you are passed. You do not get to draft anyone. You do not get a pick. And too bad, so sad. You don't get a turn. Next. That's what happens. It has happened before. You could probably find clips of it on YouTube. Caleb Williams' girlfriend is taller than Murray. Well, I'm pretty sure Caleb Williams' girlfriend's also taller than him. I'm pretty sure she's decently tall, actually. She's a model, I think. Caleb is actually a potential baller. He doesn't throw many interceptions for how desperate the team was late and how many throws he had. He is solid. Kyler is a midget, no upside. Bears have a future. I will say, I plan on doing a podcast about Caleb Williams because I know, I was harsh on some things on him, which I think was reasonable. Like, his deep ball passing needs to be better this season. I think that's footwork related, though, not because he's not capable of doing it. He did it in college. I think it was footwork with the system. But, yeah, Caleb did a lot of things right. And, all things considered, he still put up, a pretty solid season at quarterback. So with an actual functioning offense, with an offensive line, I expect it to be a lot better. And even then, it's going to be bumpy because it's a brand new system and it's a complicated system in Ben Johnson. Also first-time head coach. But that being said, I think he'll have a better year this year. And I think the following year, I'm really excited to see when he's had a year under Ben Johnson, was able to play in the system, learn the system, is with players who also now know the system, the tight ends, wide receivers, everyone knows it. I think it's going to be a lot better. But I'm really excited. And yeah, Caleb did well, all things considered. I think if, Jaden Daniels didn't have the year he had, people wouldn't be thinking so negatively of Caleb, but I'm excited to see what Caleb can do this year. The Cincinnati pick is in, and Roger Goodell is just chilling there. Okay. Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart, edge, Texas A&M, is going to the Bengals. Nice. See if he can become a blue chip player, but we'll find out. Wanted Jaden instead of Williams. Can't go wrong with either guy. I did not want Jaden Daniels, and honestly, I'm still glad we didn't get him. I know that sounds crazy because of the season he had, but I think Caleb, it's 1 year. I think Caleb still has a much higher ceiling. And now with Ben Johnson at the helm, I think Ben Johnson, I trust, is going to be able to see what Caleb does really well and utilize that. And I think he has the best opportunity to reach his full potential with Ben Johnson. So I'm really glad we have Caleb over Jaden Daniels. And I personally think Jaden Daniels is going to have a bit of a slump year. Not because I think he's a terrible player, but that's what happens. You have to live up to the hype of your first year. And we saw it happen with CJ Stroud. And I don't think CJ Stroud is worse. But, the other teams also now have tape on you. They have film on you, on your OC. And I don't have a lot of confidence that their OC is going to be able to make all these big adjustments for, if anything, he's proven he's not great at making adjustments once defenses figure them out. And, I think they're at risk of having a little bit of a slump year compared. Not saying he's going to suddenly suck, just a bit of a down year compared to last year. And hopefully Caleb Williams has the opposite, an up year compared to last year. Health and everything all going on our side. And the Seahawks are on the clock. Bengals need O-line, damn it. Yeah, they actually do need O-line. They do. Caleb isn't as bad as the record. He's a capable guy. He had some close comebacks, showed poise and fight. He has the ingredients. Yeah, honestly, like being able to, like that was pretty valuable experience, as terrible as that season was, that he got, because leading multiple fourth quarter comebacks into overtime, and not just against like wimpy teams. I'm in the division, which is usually the hardest games to play, but on top of how good our division was and still is, to take the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings into overtime and bring in fourth quarter comebacks as a rookie quarterback in a dysfunctional offensive system, like that's pretty damn impressive. So yeah, huge upside on Caleb, huge upside. Looked sharp at the United Center the other day. Yeah, yeeted that ball into the stands. Seahawks pick is in. Jaden was on a better team, better coaching. Being on the Bears was a disadvantage. Hard to compare Williams. Yeah, it is hard to compare. Yeah, they also did need secondary help. I'm kind of surprised they went edge, to be honest, but agreed about Caleb and Bears? Let's go. Bengals desperately need defense. That is true. Their offense puts up points, but I don't know if necessarily edge was what they needed. I feel like they need defensive line and they need secondary, but you know, I'm not a GM. What the fuck do I know? Seahawks pick is in. It would have been fun if I was able to go live in last year's draft, but I was in another country. But that would have been fun because when the Bears, it was like 2 a.m. where I was at in Europe, and I was watching the draft in bed, just in the dark. And when the Bears were able to get Rome Odunze, I was like, let's fucking go. Also, I don't know why people are out on Rome Odunze right now. Rome Odunze was also on the same shit team Caleb was on, with the same shit roster, the same shit offensive play caller, and wasn't being utilized right, and was also a rookie. Like, dude, Rome Odunze made some sick plays. He had some insane route running where he got open and just didn't happen to get the ball that play. And he got better as a blocker as the season went on. Like, Rome Odunze, I think, with Ben Johnson, has potential to really become like an X wide receiver, I think. I think people are counting out Rome Odunze way too quick. Gray Zabel is who was just drafted by the Seahawks. A guard. Okay. This is where the picks really start getting boring because there's just not insane talent right now. Hey, attaining oneness with the super chat. Bear Goddess should be a GM for that one town that has high kick in the middle. Listen, I'll be a GM. Pay me like a GM, I'll be a GM, baby, all day, every day. But thank you for the super chat, attaining oneness. Missed you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, okay, I see I was duped, I was tripped, I was tricked. Okay, shh. Everyone calm down. But thank you, attaining oneness. Appreciate you. Charles Wilson, year after year, the Bengals give up too many sacks and QB hits and hurries. That is true. Joe Burrow also gets hurt a lot. I know people talk about it, but I don't think people talk about it enough. Like, Joe Burrow can never stay healthy in a season. It's a serious problem. That dude is always hurt. Also, guys, I'm working on something for people who do super chats. And for the season, as you can see, I still have my white wall. I'm working on it. I've recruited help to help me decorate said white wall. They could do a better job helping me if you're listening right now. But they are supposed to be helping me. So, we'll see if I have some better decor soon. But I have some ideas for super chats and for like super chats over a certain amount. I have some ideas on how to like give you guys a cooler shout out. I just got my hair tie stuck on my fingers. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? A cancer commercial. Most cancers are curable when caught early. Ha! Ain't that the truth? Okay. Where's the dirty bear? He is on my floor right now. Oh, God. Bear's Twitter is really going off about Loveland. But I think a lot of people just didn't know. I get people wanting Warren, and I wanted Warren too, and I get people at initial first glance being like, why would we not get Warren? He's the better player available. But once again, you have to look at your system, and you have to look at what you're looking for, especially when we already have Cole Kmet. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense. Jeff King from Courtney Cronin. Jeff King on why the Bears went with Colston Loveland over Tyler Warren when both tight ends were available at 10. Tyler is going to be a great player, right? But for us, we just felt that alignment from coaching, scouting, everybody that touched both players, that's a weird phrasing, everybody that touched both players, that he was the best fit for us. We aren't comparing players, but both of those guys are going to have really good careers, but Colston was the best fit for us. Okay. It is interesting they didn't trade back if they were confident, but maybe they weren't confident that the Colts were going to draft. Like, maybe if we didn't draft Loveland, they would have went him instead of Warren. They could have had some inside scoop thinking that maybe the Bears weren't going to be able to get him. Colston Loveland on Ben Johnson. Really smart, knows football, #1 fan of him for sure. Well, there we go. Here's the breaking news everyone was waiting for. Colston Loveland said he's already received a call from quarterback Caleb Williams. He already got the call. Guys, if you want the track history of the Bears drafting tight ends in the NFL, in round 1, in 1961, it was Mike Ditka. In 2007, it was Greg Olsen. And in 2025, it was Colston Loveland. If history serves correct, that's a pretty good track record. Colston Loveland on Caleb Williams. Stud. Love his game. Just watching him throughout college. He's that man, and I'm super excited. The arm talent on him, super smart, does everything the right way from what I can tell, so I'm super excited. He gave me a call a little bit ago, so we're looking to build that bond and just get with him and help the Bears win. I think a lot of Bears fans are going to be eating their words, to be honest, that are freaking out over the Loveland pick. I think come the first few games in the season where suddenly Loveland is getting first down after first down in the slot or getting utilized in the red zone with Cole Kmet for touchdowns, I think Bears fans are going to they're going to come around to Loveland. Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, is selected by the Buccaneers. Hopefully I said that right. Couldn't tell you. That is who's going to the Bucs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I'm back to being sad. Oh, no. Pittsburgh is coming up soon. Broncos are on the clock, and then it's the Steelers. We haven't had any trades yet besides the Jaguars. Early on in the draft. Will the cats and Dirty Bear be on your new background? I'll find a way to get the Dirty Bear over here. The cats? Probably not. Feeling good about Loveland. Feeling good attaining oneness. Poop the bed and sign Rodgers? They probably will sign Rodgers, to be honest. He'll get his own shelf. He'll get his own little spot. I say we write a petition to the league for Alexis to announce a future Bears draft pick. Sign me up. Walk up there. And with the 127th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Bears select. Who's it going to be? Better be a name I can pronounce. Shoot. Let's go, Caleb. Greg was the best and a better commentator than Brady. He's definitely a better commentator than Brady. But can Loveland long snap? I think that backup job is going to stick with Cole. But we'll find out. Denver has to golden or defensive tackle. I think they might go defensive tackle. Ron, if Ben Johnson wanted Loveland, then I can't complain. Trust the system. Said no Bears fan ever until now. Right, that's the thing. I know Ben Johnson, we know he hasn't been a head coach before, but he's one of, if not the best offensive play caller in the NFL. And if that dude is saying he's elite, I want him on my team, I mean, his track record proves him. Like, you have no room to doubt him. I think if that's what Ben Johnson says, that's going to work. That's going to work with Cole Kmet. Then who are we to say he's wrong? National anthem at a Bears game? I don't know about that one. Don't think you want me doing that. Honestly, it would be my luck that I would forget the words. I 100% would be halfway through and either forget the words or thinking I'm singing them correctly and be singing the wrong words. I would do that 110%. So maybe don't have me sing the national anthem. I'll sing Bear Down, Chicago Bears. I'll sing that song. Loveland said that he felt the Bears began zeroing in on him after his pro day at Michigan. Let's see. And we're on commercial. Wait. Oh, yeah, Broncos still haven't selected. We're still on commercial. Okay. When Ben Johnson was in Detroit, people ripped them for taking Jamar Gibbs that high at 12. Now he's catching similar heat in Chicago with the Loveland pick. That worked out just fine in Detroit. You know, that's not a bad point. That is not a bad point, because I remember judging them taking Gibbs that high and was like, what is Detroit doing? And, well, that came to bite me in the ass. So, and like I said, Loveland makes a lot of sense when you look at how he plays and Ben Johnson's offense. So I'm trusting it 100%. Someone from Opium Scouting said, new Bears tight end Colston Loveland was our number 2 player in the entire draft class, excluding all QBs, after Hunter. He's just a notch below Brock Bowers as a prospect, and he finishes as the 2nd highest graded tight end I've ever graded. Great value at number 10, awesome fit with Ben Johnson. I'll take it. I will take it. And the Broncos pick is in. Some of these dudes just dripped out, and it's crazy to me. But I ain't got that kind of money, so I guess I wouldn't understand. Yeah, that was a great pick. I want that energy for the Lions again. You never know. I mean, I don't know who you're going to draft this late. That's going to be worth it, but... All right, Broncos with the number 20 pick overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. We have Samuel from Make-A-Wish. Okay. Is he announcing it, or is Goodell? Okay, Make-A-Wish is announcing it. And the Broncos select Jahdae Barron. Jahdae? Am I saying that right? Barron, cornerback out of Texas. All right. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriots' blood, and all thy sons command. Alexis, when are you moving again? End of football season? I am no longer moving, as you can see by my current setup. I did not move. I'm still here. No longer moving. Ever get those tires? We're not going to talk about it if anyone is. We're not going to talk about it. Any organization. Okay, Alexis. That takes Rodgers deserves to suffer that whole season. Agreed. The only team left tonight that needs a QB is Pittsburgh. Does Sanders or Dart drop to the 2nd round? That's going to be the question, dude. If it's Sanders. Oh, boy, how embarrassing. Charles. Shh. Oh, yeah, I read that comment. I'm sad. Only 18 here, but 1,300 watching on Twitter. Dang, is it 1,300 from Twitter? All right. It's usually how it goes. YouTube, I'm not going to lie, doesn't do like, unless you already have a lot of people who tune in who are like subscribed on YouTube that get the notifications and stuff. A lot of the YouTube views come after it's been live. Most of the actual live views, for me at least, come in through like Twitter. Pittsburgh is on the clock. Loveland doesn't have to be the best player on the board. He has to be the best player for Ben Johnson's offense. Maybe you forget that sometimes. Agreed. Last year hurt me, and I'm not even a Kitties fan. I'm in some pain right now. Well, we'll see who you pick. Hopefully they make you happy. But also I don't know. I want you to be happy, life, but like, I don't want the Lions to draft anyone good. Ugh, nor the Packers. Thank God I have my sound off so I don't have to hear the audience go, ooh, when the Packers are up. Is he drinking a beer? I don't think I would want that many people. I don't even have that much family, but I don't think I would want that many people in the room with me if I was a prospect, because what if I did drop? Like, what if I didn't end up going when I thought I would, or I go to day 2 or something and like 50 people are in the room with me? And I don't know. I think I would just want it to be like core people that I would want there. Maybe. I don't think I'd want that many people. All right, here's the pick everyone's been anticipating. Pittsburgh's pick is in. Harden, Dart looked nervous. If you're watching me, if you're also watching the draft, Dart was just on the screen for, like showing the players still available. And that dude looks nervous. He's like shaking his leg, holding his phone back and forth. So I don't think he got the call. The Steelers select Derek Harmon, defensive tackle. The Steelers did not go QB. Okay. I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea for the Steelers. However, I thought they were going to go QB. Wow. Okay. Chargers are on the clock, and then it's Green Bay. And Alexis is happy about it. So cruel after I was happy for her to be back. Listen, life, sometimes I just have to give you a hard time against the Lions. I'm sorry. Jumping on a plane. Glad you go live for football stuff too, and that it's a decent hour. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Danielle, even if you claim I don't feed my cats. Have fun on your flight. I hope you have dreams of me feeding my cats. I would retire in the draft if I was picked by the Packers. Same. Yeah, I'm surprised as it looks like as surprised as you guys are that they went defense with that. It's not necessarily that they don't need a defensive tackle, but like, okay. I think, okay. Good for teams who have to face the Steelers. They're going to suck on offense if they throw Rodgers out there for a late pick. Maybe the Steelers are hoping for a Milroe late in the third. Maybe. Who freaking knows? Even if you're signing Rodgers, why would you not get a rookie quarterback to, like, learn under him? But okay. Well, we got some media that are fans of the Bears pick. Peter, who was on Good Morning Football, said, my favorite pick of the draft so far is Colston Loveland to the Chicago Bears. I absolutely love this pick. There you go. Also, good news for the Bears. The running backs so far, not to jinx it, but the running backs are falling in the draft, which means where the Bears draft next, the Bears could still get a running back. Maybe even a running back that they have high on their board with the way the draft is falling right now. And with there still being quarterbacks available. Just saying. Might work out well for the Bears. Kind of need a QB to score points, though? Yeah. Danielle, any better sit down on the plane during takeoff. Jumping on it during takeoff could have consequences. Very true, very true. You don't want to jump on the plane during takeoff. Not like an elevator. Which, by the way, I hate when people do that when I'm in an elevator. And my cat's yelling at me. Loveland is also a little bit of a stark contrast to Cole Kmet personality-wise. Loveland seems like a nice dude, but Cole Kmet's a very, like, down-to-earth, happy, like, politically correct guy. Loveland is a bit more of, like, a fuck you and your mom, I'm gonna dominate you type of guy. So I think it'll be good to have in the tight end room. Not Raiders. The Chargers still don't have their pick in yet. They got under 3 minutes left to go for the pick has to be in. I know, and my cat sounds even louder because I upgraded my mic. I actually didn't upgrade the mic. I upgraded the audio interface. So hopefully it sounds a little bit crisper, cleaner. A little bit of echo in this room I gotta work on. Two minutes left. Pick is still not in yet. Chargers are taking it down to the wire. Shador Sanders had a 96% chance to be drafted before the 21st pick in the draft, so he is falling further than he thought he would. Chargers have a minute 30 left. I don't see them cheering yet. Dude, Chargers are taking this shit to the wire. I'm like watching the clock to see when it officially goes, the pick goes in. 59 seconds left. Dude. 30 seconds left. What are the Chargers doing? $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1, $0. Now it says the pick is in. I don't know. I say the time expired. I say the time expired. What? I know. It says the pick is in. I guess we go with it. But that was crazy. Just realized no AirPods. No AirPods in today. Did he unfollow the Steelers? That's crazy. Yeah, I do want to make sure you guys can all hear me when I call you idiots. I don't think it beat the buzzer. On my screen, it was at 0 and there was no pick in yet. And then they said the pick was in, which I guess if they're going to allow it, then maybe the pick was in on time. But like from our view, it got down to 0 seconds and no pick was in. I'm just saying. Yeah, that went down to 0. It went down to 0. Dang, there is someone at a draft party who has the Loveland Bears jersey on. They were confident. All right. The Chargers, with their apparently somehow got the pick in at 0 seconds. Omarion Hampton, running back, North Carolina. So the Bears are not going to be able to draft him, and I fucking jinxed it by saying the running backs are falling. Fuck me. Deion Sanders must be screaming at his TV now. Dude, he's pacing. They've shown some clips of him. He's not facing the camera. He's pacing. And the Packers are on the mother effing clock. And then it's Minnesota. Another division foe. All right, I'm retweeting a Colston Loveland highlight reel, so if you guys are interested, go take a gander. Just trying to see if there's... Hmm. 5:42. And of course there's going to be a whole show because it's the frickin' Packers. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. You know, the schools in Green Bay were closed today. They all got the day off because of the draft. Because, you know, Wisconsin doesn't know how to function as a state. I would know, I live here. Yep, Purple Devils are up after the Packers. Yeah, we can agree, Life. Boo the next team, but next two teams. Boo. F the Packers. F the purple people eaters. Do some Loveland reenactments as you break down some of his best plays. I think I'll require a little bit more room to do that. Steelers should trade up for a QB? No, they can't have our picks, sorry. Gross, they're showing all the Packers fans. That's disgusting. I don't care. Gross. Disgusting. I hate adults indoctrinating their kids into a terrible team like the Packers douchebags and the purple douchebags. I agree. JJ McCarthy is going to be a bust. I don't know if he's going to be a bust. I'm not going to, you know, he's also a Michigan dude. I don't think he'll be a bust. But, I mean, he has bust potential, as all quarterbacks, every player does. But, like, you know, he has kind of a quarterback whisperer at head coach right now. So, and he has elite players like Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson around him. Like, the dude's not playing with scrap. You know, he's got a good head coach, a good system. The players all know the system. Besides, you know, like, I don't know. I think he's kind of set up well for success. So if he is a bust, it's solely because of him, because the dude is in a great surrounding. Nothing exciting happens in Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin. At least everyone else in the division is a real city. Exactly. Fucking Green Bay. Ugh. Nice jacket there, Bear Goddess. Thanks. It's really just like a windbreaker from Adidas. So that's it. It's just the windbreaker. I want JJ to be mid until the exact moment he goes to another non-rival team, then he can ball out. I agree. I'm right there with you, Life. I can agree with that. Packers do not have a pick in yet, by the way. If you were running so late, why does your hair look so good? No way you looked that good before bed. You were at the salon. Biatch ain't fooling your boy. No, it's not at the salon. I actually think my hair looks terrible today. I was at work. So I did my hair at like 5 a.m. this morning. And this is the aftermath. This is what I look like before bed. And I'll look like this when I wake up, just probably a little bit messier. I mean, they burn plastics in Wisconsin, so there's that. Yeah, well, that's true. Unfortunately. No way, bro. Yeah, bro. That's big time facts. Big time facts. 113. All right. Either they're just doing a shit job at updating us on the picks being put in, or okay, the pick is in. It got down to 1 minute and the Packers pick is in. I was going to say, if this goes down to 0 seconds too, I'm going to lose my mind. Gross, 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 gross. What ugly colors? Green and yellow? Gross. So who are the Packers drafting with the 23rd pick overall? Shedeur Sanders. Could you imagine? I would love to see Tom Grossi's reaction to that. Could you imagine? That would be hysterical. All right, and the Packers. The ugly, 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 ugly Packers select. Who? Just get to the chase. Oh my god, they're really dragging this out, eh? Come on. Who are we drafting? Not we. Fuck, no. Fucking ugly, ugly mother peckers. Oh god, we gotta do a whole spiel because it's their first pick of the draft and it's... They gotta bring out the president of the Packers. Blah, 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 blah. Now kiss. Get to the point. Oh god, someone has a Matt Eberflus head. That's embarrassing. Okay. Hey, Leo. Okay. Okay. The Green Bay Packers select oh my god, this is taking eternity. Fucking god, let's go. The Green Bay Packers select Could this take any longer? Could I be wearing any more clothes? Here it comes. Come on. Oh my lord. Could this take any longer? I'm losing my mind. Can someone put a fucking play clock on him? Make him pick. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas. Jesus Christ, that took eternity. God. I mean, the Packers did need a wide receiver. Do we think Golden's going to be any good? Alexa's trying to be an influencer. Oh, I just always look this good with my product. I don't have a product to, I don't even have hairspray in right now because I ran out. So no product to promote here. The draft is getting boring. I'm probably going to wrap up the stream at some point here soon, like after the Vikings and... No, well, when do the Lions pick? After the Lions pick. Or no. Well, if I wait that long, I might as well get to the 32 because we're at 24 right now, so... I am waiting for those sponsors. Call me. Hit me up. Gonna go watch the NBA playoffs. Fair enough. That's a wig. Glad you're still an American. Oh, hopefully not for long. We'll see. No offense, America. Anyways, thank you, Charles. Good luck with the NBA playoffs, Pac-12 champion. Golden is legit, but like... You know, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's going to be good, but I just hope he's not that good. I don't think he's going to be as good as Roma Odunze. Vikings pick us in. Vikings didn't mess around. They said, we know who we want. Still no trades, by the way. Not the playoffs. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's the hatred of the Green Bay Packers. Now that is a sponsorship I could get behind. Like I said, I've given my pitch for Spotted Cow for New Glarus to sponsor me. I've said time and time again, I've already pitched the whole commercial to them of it being like me drinking a Spotted Cow next to a Packers fan drinking a Spotted Cow, and Spotted Cow being brewed in Wisconsin, and me in my Bears jersey, and it, you know, being like a whole little skit, and then being like, you know, we may not agree on everything, but what we can agree on is the great taste of New Glarus Spotted Cow. Come on! Come on! I'm giving them the script. Hire me. Sponsor me. I love your beer. I really like your beer, too. Please, sponsor me. Alexis Hare does a weird wind in the hair effect when her seething hatred for the Packers oozes through. It just starts, like, naturally going on its own, flying off. Yeah, that's what the Packers hatred does for me. Let's see, they're playing some Matthew Golden clips. Fuck the Packers. Alexis and I had the luxurious hair that comes from hating the Pack and the Vikings. Agreed. Life agreed. I also get a post from my unbelievable loathing for Ohio. Fuck Ohio State. Go blue, baby, go blue. I do have a tweet from Courtney Cronin, said, discovered quite possibly my most favorite draft nugget ever about Colston Loveland, who is from Gooding, Ohio. Population of 3,800. That's like where I'm from. His father, Chad, said that in high school, Colston used to get up at 6 a.m. to brand cows, take a midday nap, and then go play football game at night. Okay. Okay. You're showing Packers fans' reactions. We don't care about you. Move along, please. You're all ugly. All right. Here comes the ugly, ugly purple people. The Vikings select oh, someone has a Ben Johnson head right in the front row. Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State. Okay. I don't have a strong reaction to that either way. It seems like Vikings fans don't either. I feel like they don't even know who he is. There's also two of them there. Literally like two of them there. Oh, that's hysterical. How embarrassing. I hate this sweatshirt under the suit look that Schefter is doing right now. I literally hate it. New York Giants are on the clock and they're calling their draftee right now. David Kaplan is tweeting that he got a text from a longtime friend who scouts in the NFL. You guys got it right. Colston Loveland with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. That's a great pick. Dude, I'm seeing some clip. Dude, Colston Loveland is fast. He's speedy for his height and weight. And for a tight end, he runs like a wide receiver. Dang. Pretty sick. I love tight ends. I was all for the Bears drafting a tight end this year, so I'm down. Guys, Sanders is still not... Actually, the Giants are on the board. No, I was just thinking the same thing as you, obtaining one. Sanders, no call yet. But you think Dart might have gotten the call? Oh, I wasn't watching the stream. Did it show him on camera? Dude, if Dart is drafted, first of all, to the Giants, I'm so sorry. But if he's drafted before Sanders, people are saying they think it was Dart that got the call as well. So you might be right, Life. You're all ugly. It's true. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Oh, wait, I do. Excuse me, Charles. Bear down. Bear down, bitch. It's really not changing my opinion on the state of Ohio. Sanders with New York media would be a toxic nightmare. So true. So true. Such a valid point. It's actually a really good point. It would not be good. And my stream is frozen. Giants pick is in. Someone said Joe Schuen's kid chipped the pick? Oh, we have a commercial for the UFL. Oh, that was a sick catch. Whoa. By Loveland. Damn, boy. All right, come on, get back to the draft. I'm trying to go to bed. A lot of people who study these draft prospects, not just scouts, but like the people, from Underdog and things like that, like they all are saying that Colston Loveland was their number one tight end in this draft. Just saying. Yeah, Life, you're right. It's going to be Dart. They're showing him on camera, and he's smirking. He knows his name's about to get called. Trying to cover it with his hand and pretend like he didn't just get the call. You are going to be right. And with the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select. We already know. Here it comes. Jackson Dart, QB, Ole Miss, is going to the New York Giants. I don't know how excited I would be about that if I was a Giants fan, but it's the Giants, so. There he is getting his call. And there he is, going to New York to be a Giant. Hugging his sisters after he gets the call. Well, Sanders going to the Lions. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. I could see the Lions doing it to have a rookie behind Goff, but I don't think they will. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions made that type of move. I think it would be hilarious. Language Alexa. I'm sorry. I'm really on one recently. Please don't. I think Life might actually have a stroke if they draft Sanders. the team's up next. The Ravens, the Lions, Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles. Which one of them is drafting a quarterback? I would say none. The only team most likely to of any of them would be the Lions because they have Goff as like an older quarterback. I hate saying that because me and Goff are the same age, but as an older quarterback, like, pretty sure me and Jared Goff are the same age. I think I found that out one time and was shocked. Okay, no, he's like a year older than me, but still. So, I could see the Lions taking Sanders, but I think that would be stupid because he'll probably fall and you can get him in a later round, or maybe not. I don't know where the Lions' next pick is after this one, but it'll be interesting. You're gonna kill me. But is my logic wrong? Like, it kind of adds up. I don't think they're gonna do it, but of all the teams left in the 32 picks, I'm just saying. Just saying. Why the GM for the Jaguars is going viral for his first speech? Is it because he's young? Because dude looks like he's 12, and I think he's probably my age, would be my guess. But the Jaguars GM is crazy young. Crazy young. It would be funny if I call it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of in a little bit hope I do, but let me calling Dart be the only thing anyone calls. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right, come on. Oh, the Falcons select James Pierce Jr., edge, Tennessee. And Ravens are on the clock. I don't know who the Ravens are going to draft. Maybe the Ravens draft Sanders as a backup to Lamar. That would be crazy, though. Because how old's Lamar Jackson? Like 20-something? 28? Same age as me? Okay. Well. Creeping up on the age limit, but that's fine. Every year there's always a player who drops, who falls in the draft, but it being Sanders of all people is kind of comical because of how big that ego is. Not necessarily all his fault, but there's some good highlight clips of Loveland circulating now that people are coming around to it. And he's a little bit more fiery, a little bit more of a firecracker, this one. Very much is. No one wants a diva QB. Yeah. Sanders would be a terrible cultural fit for Detroit. We like gritty team players. Yeah, I honestly don't know who he's a good culture fit for. Like, I mean, it's hard because I know there was rumors about Caleb Williams before he came to the Bears of, not a team player. He's an egotistical guy, and those aren't true. But Sanders is a bit different. Like, there's kind of evidence of him being, and his dad. Like, you're not just getting Sanders. I think, honestly, more so than teams are put off by Sanders, like the player, they're put off by his dad. I think they don't want that. I think his dad is rooting his, draftability. I think teams don't want to have to deal with that. And if you draft him, even if you want him, if you draft him in the first round, there's going to be the whole contract, and there's going to be he's the starter. And, if you don't, well, then guess what? not as much of that leverage. And I'm sure that's a factor too. That sucks for Sanders, is he knows that because if he doesn't go, like, the lower he gets drafted, the less money he's gonna make his first year. Not 22, but thank you. Pretend. You can pretend I am. I'll pretend I am. By the way, the Lions are on the clock and currently making their call to Sanders as we speak. Still commercial break. People are laughing at the Falcons pick because Ryan Pace was involved in that. Dang, Loveland had 75% of his catches go for a first down. That's crazy. WWE superstar Seth Rollins will be announcing a Bears pick in Green Bay, and he expects a lot of boos. All right, the Ravens select Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. Wow, could I have said Georgia any more Midwestern just then? Georgia. Yeah, you betcha. Jesus Christ. Surprised myself with that one. Okie dokie. Lions, you're up. So do you think we're going to see Sanders getting the phone call? Denver game's almost at halftime. Curious to see the next few picks. Yep, the next ones will be interesting. Might go round 2 for New Orleans. Maybe. Maybe. I could see that. I could see it. I could see it. Unless he goes to the Lions right here. Dude, if he does, I'm so sorry, life. I don't think he will, but if I call it or accidentally manifest this for you, I'm sorry. Sanders, backup QB to Jared Goff. The pick is in. The pick is in. Okay. Man, we haven't seen anyone like in the physical studio in a minute. I don't get why, like, I totally understand the players wanting to be with family versus be at the event, but like, I really miss seeing more players at the live event and like actually walking the stage. Like getting to see Caleb Williams like scream across the stage, I was sick. Obviously, he was the number one pick, so of course he was going to be there, but like, still. I don't know what the frick my hair is doing. It's losing its whatever the frick it had. Okay. Not a fan of whatever that is. Okay. Alexis's hair isn't it. It's not happening. Okay. Here comes the Lions. Absolutely not. Appreciate you for tuning in, but absolutely not. I'm sorry, I just can't read that out loud. I just can't. This is cyberbullying. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's get to it. Malachi Starks. Here we go. Here come the Lions. All right, Life, here's your moment. The Lions are on the board. Life, is that your grandpa that they're showing right now? There's your aunt. Lions led the NFL with 33.2 points per game in 2024. Huh, that's funny. I wonder who was the play caller for that. Was it maybe New Bears head coach Ben Johnson? Whoa, what do you know? First Packers stroll all night. Nah, there's been plenty. There's a loud noise outside my apartment. Thought it was thunder for a second. Don't think it was. Okay. The pick is in. Shedora Sanders. The Commanders are on the clock. And with the 28th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle, Ohio State. Solidifying the defense. Okay. It's an Ohio State guy. How do you feel about that, Life? I'm watching the clips from him. Conflicted? Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that pick. I guess the thing is with all these picks right now, none of them are like, blue chip they're going to be good. They're all kind of, they could be good or they could be kind of just okay, you know? I don't know. Could help out your team, could be just like depth for the first year. There was a 3% chance Sanders would be available by the 28th pick in the draft, and yet here he is. He is avoiding that camera at all costs. Every time they cut to him, he just like walks. He's like never walk in front of that camera that they have on him. Ryan Poles told Colston Loveland he is exactly what they were looking for. I'm reading the transcripts. We're cooking with hot grease. Okay. Well, Ben Johnson was hyped for that pick. Let's go, Bears. Did the Jaguars GM really say fuck them picks? That's crazy. Well, okay. Oops, I left your comment up, Life. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I agree, Charles. It's Sanders isn't getting drafted. He's until round 2. He is none of the teams remaining, for anyone who doesn't know, is right now the Commanders pick is in, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. So unless they're planning on drafting him as a backup quarterback, I don't think any of these teams will be drafting Sanders. Homeboy is falling. I started making you think, didn't I? I started making you think they were actually going to do it. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think there's many reasons why Sanders is falling. I think he doesn't have like these elite traits that make you want to draft him. And I think his dad is a guy teams don't want to deal with. And I think when you don't have those elite traits to fall back on, that would make it worth it. Why draft him in the first round? And if other teams aren't drafting him, it's like, okay, we don't need him either. It is kind of funny now looking back of how many people, and I was one of the people that thought Caleb Williams' data might be an issue, that he might be a little too getting his nose and everything and make some issues, but Caleb's dad has pretty much proven to just be a dude who really wanted his kid to succeed and like would have done anything to help him make it happen, and I think is still there helping him in where Caleb sees fit. But otherwise, I think Dad's been pretty much hands off, at least in terms of like media or anything that we would be aware of. So sounds good to me. And the Commanders drafted Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle, Oregon. Bills are on the clock. After this, next few, last, what do we have, 3 picks left? I get to go to bed. I trust Brad. We just have to get the stink of that nut school off him and get some fresh Michigan air for him. True. That nut school. I noticed that as well. Decided his kid is a man now. Caleb's pop. Yeah, I think overall his dad was definitely heavily involved throughout his football, but I think he also just was genuinely like, we're gonna do whatever we can so that you succeed, and it worked. And I also think, you see the talent in your kid and you're like, we're going to do whatever we can to help you succeed. Also, like, you're fucking good. So we'll spend the money. But yeah, I think, I'm sure his dad is involved still. And like Caleb has a lot of businesses that he's running. He's solar company and like stocks and different shares in different stocks and stuff. Like I think involved in stuff, but I think now that Caleb's in the NFL and has a team assembled for the NFL, I think if his dad is involved in that, it's not in anything that interferes directly with the Bears. I think he keeps that to the professionals. Sorry. I'm terrible at reading and trying to talk to you guys at the same time. Someone tweeted, this is the first time the Packers have drafted a fast wide receiver that can't catch since Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jaden Reed. That's funny. Oh, that's cute. Chargers wide receiver who was just drafted, Quentin Johnston, told his mom she could retire after she was drafted. He said, I want to give a shout out to my mom. She's going to put her 2 weeks notice in today. She can retire. That's so cute. Mason Graham trolling his new head coach. I lost you guys. Where'd you go? Okay, here you go. How do you feel about Colston Loveland? I ain't mad about it. Welcome to Chicago. I'm happy about it. My initial reaction was a bit surprised, but I'm happy about it. I think Ben Johnson knows exactly what he wants to do with him, exactly where he wants to put him, exactly what plays he wants to run with him, exactly how he wants to pair him and utilize him with Cole Kmet. And yeah, I trust Ben Johnson, and I think he knows exactly what he wants to do with Loveland. And I'm really excited. Will you be streaming tomorrow? What is tomorrow? Friday? Potentially. I think potentially. I have to double check my work schedule. But I will update you guys on Twitter or something and let you know. The Bills drafted Maxwell Harrison, cornerback, Kentucky. The Chiefs are on the clock. And then we get the Eagles, and then we go to bed. Hello, History Still Thrives. What is up? How are you? Nice little emoji. Dang, someone predicted from Bears media that the Bears were going to select Colston Loveland. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. Matthew Golden, the Packers, unfortunately, new wide receiver, plans to buy his grandmother's house back once he gets his draft money. We lost our property a couple years ago. It'd be a blessing to get that back for my family. I do always find it precious when you have these players that don't come from a lot, that do manage to, like that, want to help their family members out who sacrifice them for them to be able to be what they are. I always find those stories cute. I don't know. Oh, attaining oneness with the 1999 super chat towards those tires. Are you giving us your time Bear Goddess? Well, of course. Thank you guys for giving me your time. And thank you for the super chat. Like I said, I'm working on the background, and I'm going to have something for the super chats. I promise. It's coming. It's on its way. But thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Appreciate you. And it's in a Bears color. How can you not love it? How can you not love it? Thank you. Can't abandon us for months again. I won't, okay? I'm here. Oh, I lost my comments. Oh, there you go. Okay. Especially not after what you just put me through. I'm sorry. But I was wrong, life. I was wrong, okay? You should be happy about that. I forgot you're a Packers fan. It is a good pick, but I also can't be mad. We drafted basically a wide receiver and a tight end in one person, so I'm fine with it. New plot line, Happy Gilmore 2, Golden Jacket. Drew. Eagles pick is in, and my stream is frozen. Cool. Let me reload it. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I believe the Bears are going to be a threat this season. Monsters of the Midway are back. I hope so. I still think we are like an edge away from true Monsters of the Midway, but you know, I think Monsters of the Midway are back. I think the Bear. I was telling this to a coworker who doesn't really watch football when they asked who I think the Bears are going to draft, and I was like, the Bears actually are set up pretty well. We don't have a lot of holes on our roster. Like, yeah, we could upgrade at edge. We could get some depth at safety maybe because of Brisker's injuries. But, like, offensive line we shored up. Defensive line, I think maybe we could shore up a little bit more. You know, if we want to go to, like, Super Bowl level, yeah. We could use, like, a big name on defensive line. We could use a really good, solid edge rusher. But, like, otherwise, the Bears don't have position groups on this team that are really, like, holes in the roster. We're pretty well-rounded right now. Like, we have enough to work with to be a very good competitive team, especially with Ben Johnson calling the plays. So, I mean, on offense, and there's going to be bumps in the road. New head coach, there's going to be bumps. Everyone learning a new system on offense and defense, there's going to be bumps in the road. It's not going to be smooth sailing, and the teams we play this year are good. It's going to be a tough schedule, but I think the Bears are going to at least make it competitive, and I think we got some players on this team to make something happen. And I do like this pick for the Bills. Same as you, Life. I agree. Bears needed a weapon for Caleb. Yeah, I mean, we still have DJ Moore. We still have Rome Odunze, who I think is going to be an elite, at the very least, like our number one wide receiver. I genuinely do. I think people don't appreciate how good he was last year with what he was also having to work with in that system and everything. And I went on a spiel on this earlier in the stream, but Rome, I think, is going to be a really good wide receiver for us. And now having Cole Kmet, Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, and adding Loveland to the mix, he's got some freaking weapons at his disposal. Some good freaking weapons. Let's see. That's actually crazy that the Jaguars GM said fuck them picks. He kind of got bamboozled to go up 3 draft spot picks. And I just think, of all teams, Jacksonville is not a team that can really say fuck them picks because they have a lot of holes on their roster they need to fill. But I'm no GM. No one took Sanders. The Eagles pick is in, by the way. Oh, I missed the Chiefs. My bad. I mean, no, I didn't. The Chiefs are up now. Did the Chiefs and Eagles just swap? Yeah, they did. I totally missed that. I was like, wait a minute, the Eagles were supposed to be last. The Eagles drafted Jahad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama. Why the fuck did they just swap places? That was okay. I totally missed the little trade there. And the Falcons traded, by the way, an hour ago. They traded pick number 46 and 242 and a first rounder in 2026 for the Rams pick at 26 and 101. Okay. And who'd the Falcons get for that? I don't know. Don't know about that one. The Chiefs pick is in. Oh yeah, they picked James Pierce Jr. That's right. Thank you. Seems weird to go up one pick for that. Yeah, I don't understand why the Chiefs and Eagles swapped places, but someone had to be getting something out of it. Unless the Eagles are concerned the Chiefs were going to pick the linebacker they wanted, but if they were, then they wouldn't have done the trade, you would think. Bri, what is up? What is up? Welcome back. Welcome back. With the final pick, the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft is not going to be Sanders. Now, how crazy would that be? The court married you and me? The court sure as hell did not. I ain't married. Yeah, I agree, Life. I agree. The pick is in. All right, let's get to the pick then, please. But it does appear that based on the way the first round fell, the Bears might be able to get an edge rusher second round. So that kind of is shaping up nicely for the Bears for tomorrow. Let me see. Pick number 39 and 41 tomorrow. So they could even trade up if they wanted to. If there's an edge they really want. We could see. All right, still waiting for the Chiefs. They're really dragging this one out. All right, pick us in. Well, it's been in for a fucking hot minute. I'm sorry. I'm cursing a lot today. Charles. So it gives players motivation to prove why they should have been picked sooner when they fall down the draft. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Bears. Thank you, bear down. Bear frickin' down. Let's go. Let's frickin' go. And in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, we get the schedule release. And then we get to do our way too early season predictions, which will be fun. We play some tough teams this year, so it's going to be interesting. Like, we should be improved from last year, but Ben Johnson's not getting an easy challenge going in to this season. God. And the Chiefs select Josh Simmons, an offensive tackle, the Ohio State. Whoop-de-doo. And that, folks, concludes the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. As a brief recap, number 1 overall pick, 2025 Draft, Cam Ward, drafted by the Tennessee Titans. Number 2, with the trade with Cleveland, Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter. New York Giants, number 3, select Abdul Carter. Number 4, New England Patriots select Will Campbell, offensive tackle. Number 5, Cleveland Browns selected Mason Graham, defensive tackle. Number 6, Las Vegas Raiders selected Ashton Dente, running back. Number 7, New York Jets selected Armand Membo, offensive tackle. Number 8, Carolina Panthers selected, I don't know how to say his first name, McMillan, wide receiver. Number 9, New Orleans Saints selected Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle. Number 10, the Chicago Bears selected Colston Loveland, tight end. Number 11, San Francisco 49ers selected Malik Williams. Number 12, Dallas Cowboys selected Tyler Booker, guard. Number 13, Miami Dolphins selected Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle. Number 14, Indianapolis Colts selected Tyler Warren, tight end. Number 15, Atlanta Falcons selected Jalen Walker, edge. Number 16, Arizona Cardinals selected Walter Nolan, defensive tackle. Number 17 overall, Cincinnati Bengals selected Shamar Stewart, edge. Number 18 overall, Seattle Seahawks selected Gray Zabel, guard. Number 19 overall, Tampa Bay selected Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver. Number 20, Denver Broncos selected Jahdae Barron, cornerback. Number 21, Pittsburgh Steelers selected Derek Harmon, defensive tackle. 22 overall, Los Angeles Chargers selected Amarian Hampton, running back. 23 overall, the Packers selected Matthew Golden, wide receiver. 24 overall, the Minnesota Vikings selected Donovan Jackson, guard. 25 overall, New York Giants selected quarterback, and the last quarterback to go off the board, well, there's still one left, but the last quarterback of the first round to go off the board, QB, Jackson Dart. 26 overall, Atlanta Falcons, James Pierce Jr., edge, and that was with a trade with the Los Angeles Rams that maybe they shouldn't have made. 27 overall, Baltimore Ravens selected Malachi Starks. Safety. Number 28 overall, Detroit Lions selected Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle. 29 overall, Washington Commanders selected Josh Cornerly Jr., offensive tackle. Number 30 overall, Buffalo Bills selected Maxwell Harrison, cornerback. 31 overall with a trade with Kansas City to swap one spot. Philadelphia selected Jahaid Campbell, linebacker. And Kansas City selected Josh Simmons, offensive tackle. Hope you enjoyed that very lengthy breakdown. Screw the smelly cheeseheads. Agreed. Yeah, the Eagles and Chiefs did a weird little swapperoo for the last 2 picks. And that, folks, means that the first round is over and Sanders is not getting drafted in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. For anyone who is interested in that, Sanders falls to round 2. And the Bears. The first round is insane. The first round, there was some people taking at different spots, even by the Bears, that people didn't predict. So it was interesting. But I'm happy with the Bears pick. Please like the video if you guys enjoyed the stream. Or if you're a Bears fan and you like the pick, give it a like. And leave a comment on, if you're a Bears fan, do you like the pick of Loveland? And if you're not if you're not a Bears fan, leave me a comment on your thoughts on the Bears pick or on your pick, on who your team is. And what you think. Also, what do you think about the Jaguars GM saying fuck them picks? That was a choice. But stay up. I can't stay up. It's already almost 11 p.m. and I have to be up early for these people. This person that I care about. It's ridiculous. Finally, my team is up. Okay, well. Dig the Loveland pick? Good. Good, Snooky. But, Asher, what's poppin'? I was just about to log off. The draft, round 1, is over. Over. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming back. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to begin our football season. I've come up with some ideas of some stuff for us to talk about in the meantime before, things start happening with training camps. And then once that happens, we can have some more stuff to talk about. But I have some ideas of some things. And the schedule release 2.5 weeks that we'll be able to talk about as well. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. Happy to see some of you back. And I'll let you know. Check my Twitter and everything else to see if I'm going live tomorrow. I have to check with work and everything else that's going on and make sure I can go live. So I don't want to promise it yet, but stay tuned on my socials for that. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. And thank you everyone who sent super chats. And I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you. Go Bears. Bear down. Be happy about Loveland. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.